Hey, welcome back. It's Maverick here, and today we're watching episode 3 of Akudama Drive. So, in the last episode, the main story has been revealed for this series. So, essentially, all these criminals are gathered together in order to pull off a grand heist, right? Specifically, to hijack a Shinkansen, which is basically a bullet train, a high-speed rail train, and also obtain the cargo that it is transferring. Now, what that is, why they need to do it, don't really know as of yet, but just some very preliminary guesses in the dark. I think that the masterminds behind all this are probably Kansai freedom fighters. They want to allow Kansai to regain its sort of autonomy or independence from the Kanto people. And then also, the thing that they're hijacking, just a wild guess in the dark. I think it might be a nuclear bomb, right? They might want to blow up Kanto and then reignite the former war and whatnot, and deal a crushing blow to the Kanto people, so that Kansai can then turn into the ruling faction. Is that true or not? Don't know. What I will say, however, that I have much more confidence in is that our main character, who is called Ordinary Person, I think that we'll be utilizing her former occupation soon enough as part of as a former employee. Well, I shouldn't say former. She's probably still an employee of the seal factory. So she's probably gonna have to prove her mettle in just a while to see why she can be part of the gang, right? So, with that being said, let's just jump right into the episode, because I can't wait to see what shenanigans they pull up this time. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. I don't know what it is, but there's just something special about this anime that I really, really like. I think just because of the entire setting and whatnot. And the craziness of it all. Another 2 outliers there. It's one thing to be confident of your abilities, but I feel like in this case you might want some backup, dude. Oh, opening. Anyway, as I was saying, there's just something about this whole thing that I really like. The fact that it's a sort of like a cyberpunk setting. Mission Impossible. The fact that it's from the viewpoint of the criminals, and our main character is just someone who was swept into it, their interactions and all that. I just love it. The opening theme, though, maybe it'll grow on me. Not that big of a fan right now, though. I'm sure we're gonna get to see more as I was saying, we already see at least one more. Huh. Tokyo Games. I wonder if this is actually going to be made into a game as well. There's certainly lots of elements of it that seems very game-like, like the transitions between the scenes and whatnot. It's also going to be closely guarded at that time. I'm not if they can't actually use a frontal assault, right? Because the instant that something happens, when they just shut down everything. Really? Yeah. Cutthroat and hacker? Okay. So one part is going to be one part is going to be more fighting, one part is going to be more stealth. He needs to trust that he's not going to get fried by the plasma. Yeah, you probably can't do something like that. This guy really knows how to handle this guy. He's actually a pretty good addition. Yeah, I really love the transition here, but I really feel like it feels like a game. I think it's already kind of too late, girl. You're already spotted being involved with them. Alright. Who's gonna be the one that has a heart-to-heart with her? Courier? I'll bet it's the courier. Yep. Where do I belong? Something like that. Okay, some more backstory. Super elite. Oh, an infiltration going undercover, eh? Does that mean that... Does that mean one of those currently assembled people is actually an undercover executor? Or is ordinary girl going to be suspected as an infiltrator? Well, she is the swindler, so she has to do that. Yeah, I'll probably be fine. Just like that? Well, Sasuga swindler. Ooh. Wait, they actually still have to buy tickets? This is basically just like the original Shinkansen station. The Midori ticket proof, eh? I kind of wonder how the... Alright. They're actually doing this a lot quicker than I was thinking of. I thought they were going to spend much more time infiltrating. He's going to rush ahead. Oh. Damn. Two minutes left. So are they going to literally press it in 1 second? I mean, worst comes to shove, and it doesn't work. Courier is basically the only one who can get off scot-free. Oh, that's the thing that holds up the barrier? Seriously? Oh, damn. This guy. And so, at the very end, it's gonna be like one knife that hits the button. Or actually, I want to ask, how hard can he throw those knives? Damn. He's like, I have no knives left. Knew it. Oh, throw that. Ooh, oh. His hair? Yeah. Oh, his face. All right. My drone. Oh. She's like, is this where I belong? She feels like she did something. Man, I'm rooting for her. I feel like things are going a bit too smoothly. Come on, just activate it. Woo. Holy shit! A super EMP. Although I guess... Yeah, I thought so. They would obviously have countermeasures to immediately... Okay, so she's gonna be the one who gets into it. Go! Does she know how to disactivate the barrier though? I mean, it's one thing to get inside, she's not an actual hacker. Yeah, do you even know how to... Oh. I mean, was there really that necessary to get into there at such high speeds? Oh. Bye-bye. They're on! Oh. Now the real challenge starts? Man, I just want to keep watching. This is so fun. Alright, see you guys after this. Alright, that was episode 3, and they are now successfully on board the Shinkansen. I honestly thought that they were going to spend a lot more time planning things out, you know, scouting the situation, surveying the situation, formulating a plan, and then finally getting onto it. So it happened a little bit quickly, but as they said, as the cat said, the real challenge starts here, right? So they're not completely out of the, fray yet. And I don't know, this series is just so enjoyable to me, but it's really hard for me to accurately pinpoint what about it is so exciting, right? Because, you know, technically for this episode, nothing that was done here was spectacular. You know, they didn't really think of some innovative way for them to get into the station, or, you know, some amazing animation, or amazing storyline, amazing plot twist, or anything like that, right? But I just was enjoying it along the way, and I think it really has to do with two things. One thing is, you know, this is a sort of a heist in a way, right? And I love that kind of, setting, that kind of context. I already mentioned before, like Ocean's 11, 12, 13. Those are some of my favorite movies in terms of looking at it from an antagonist point of view, right? Or yeah, mostly from an antagonist point of view. You know, some games like Payday or Heist or stuff like that, and those are all fun to me. So it's really entertaining for me to actually see an anime that is focusing on making this heist, right, and then utilizing all their abilities to get into the place. And another thing I think is our main girl, right? The fact that our main girl exists, and she's basically the most helpless one out of all of these people, right? She is the only one without any special abilities and whatnot. She's an underdog, and I feel like people just naturally want to root for underdogs, right? And not to mention that she's cute. She has a pretty nice personality, right? Even though she gets flustered, she is just an ordinary person after all. But when push comes to shove, she's not going to really complain about it. She's just going to keep her head down and do things, right? So I really enjoy her as well. And I think overall in this episode, we can see that they actually all contributed a little bit in their own way, right? So for instance, the team of Hacker, Cutthroat, and Swindler, I guess you could say, Hacker was obviously needed in order to get past all the security and whatnot, and Cutthroat was the one who initially thought of the way to break through the security measures, whilst our main girl, well, she was the one who got them in there in the first place, and also at the end was the one who realized, hey, what can we still utilize and make it through, right? And then on the other side, we got the doctor. She initially got that group in using her gases or whatnot to disable the guards. Hoodlum was there to keep a rein on Brawler so that he doesn't go berserk or anything. And then of course Brawler was the one who figured out the mechanism and allowed him to get in. And then of course we got Courier coming in at the last minute, which, to be honest, I feel like that seemed a lot more harrowing than it should have been. I mean, it's not like he was the last one onto the train, right? He was like literally the first one there. He could have easily just, put the brakes on a little bit and then slowly moved in with the other people as well. So I don't really get what the entire excitement factor was over there, but all right, fine. But yeah, in any case, every single one of their abilities was necessary in order for them to pull this off. So I guess it's just a nice coincidence that Hoodlum and our main girl was there at that time to be part of this plan. Otherwise, it just might not work, right? So they got onto the train for now. Obviously, I don't really know what's going to happen next. Maybe some more security measures or whatnot, we'll have to see. One thing that I will note from this episode that's not apparent yet is, again, the part where they were sort of explaining who and what the executors are, right? We already met two of them last episode, the duo, the teacher and student combo, I guess you could say, and they are obviously more of the hands-on kind of executors, right? So they are more of the fighting style ones. But the anime specifically mentioned that there were some of those executors who specialized in infiltration and undercover work, right? So just by the fact that they actually mentioned that makes me believe that it's going to be utilized sometime in the future. Like even potentially right now, there might be an undercover executor working as a fake Akudama to basically tag along this heist operation and see what exactly they're up to, right? Because obviously this heist is just one part of the overall plan. I still feel like there is something significant in regards to the cargo that it's carrying, and again, I think a pretty good guess would be that it probably has something to do with the Kanto versus Kansai relations and whatnot. So there we go. That's it for episode 3 of Akudama Drive. I don't really think there's too much else to add on to this episode. It was fairly straightforward and all, but like I said, it's just enjoyable and entertaining experience for me. This is seriously one of my it's actually one of my favorite animes from this season, to be honest. Even though technically it's not exactly deep or all that or emotionally engaging, but I don't know, it's something about the entire thing, the context of the situation, the setting, the actual storyline, the characters, their craziness and whatnot, that just really appeals to me. But let me know what you guys think, and if you can explain better in words why this series is so entertaining, even though what it's doing isn't exactly groundbreaking or even particularly clever, right? So there you go. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.